Alright, welcome back team, and yes, you read that right. I showered, specifically washed my hair with baking soda and apple cider vinegar. And I promise I'm not crazy, because I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking two things, and that is one, what on earth, Ruha? And two, why on earth, Ruha? But like I said, I promise I did not go insane. So let's jump right into why I did this, how I did this, and would I do it again? So without further ado, this is why I washed my hair with baking soda and apple cider vinegar. So I'm not sure if you specifically know this already, if I've mentioned this on YouTube yet or not, but I'm someone who likes to keep things as natural as possible. So for some reason, I don't know how I got into this, but I searched up DIY shampoo recipes on Reddit, and this girl popped up. Well, I don't know if it's a girl, but I digress. My point is, this user popped up who was raving about using baking soda as a shampoo, and I was like, you know what? That sounds like my cup of tea, and you know your girl, Ruha, just has to try things. And so I was like, yep, this is my next experiment. And so that's where the experiment was born. That's where I got the idea of washing my hair with baking soda and seeing if it's as good of a shampoo as this user was raving about. Okay, so I'm gonna interject really quickly. I'm editing the video right now, and I realized that some of my footage somehow got lost. So what I want to add that I did say when I was recording this is that I did not go in this blind, and the user that actually suggested washing your hair with baking soda also made the note that if you do this, then you need to follow up with an acidic rinse. Now this is because the natural pH of your hair is slightly acidic, but baking soda is basic. So if you wash your hair with a basic substance, then you got to follow up with something acidic so you can reestablish the pH of your hair, so to say. So this is where the apple cider vinegar came into play, and that's how I decided that, hey, I'm gonna sub in baking soda as my shampoo and apple cider vinegar as my conditioner. So with that, let's get back to the video. Now let's get into how I did this. So admittedly, I did not spend a lot of time thinking about the logistics because I did this on the fly. I literally did this experiment the next day after I decided to do the experiment. So not a lot of thought went into how am I actually gonna coordinate all of this in the shower, because spoiler alert, it was not fun and it was not efficient. So I literally took baking soda in a tray, so a container, and took it into the shower. I laid it outside of the shower, of course, until I needed it. And then apple cider vinegar, I was a little bit smarter, and I actually made the solution. So you're actually supposed to use a diluted solution of apple cider vinegar. I created that solution in a spray bottle, and I just took that with me into the shower. So actually applying the baking soda was an absolute mess, an absolute catastrophe. It was the most difficult thing that I've had to do in the shower by far. So what I tried to do is I took the baking soda, I mixed it with water in the shower, but that did not dissolve well. So the baking soda did not dissolve well into the water for some reason. And I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, not for some reason. But alas, it did not dissolve, and then I had to deal with this weird solution where you had milky water but baking soda that's not dissolved, and then trying to put in your hair. It was just really, really difficult. And the more and more I rubbed baking soda in my hair, the more and more brittle it got, and the more and more scared I got that my hair was literally about to fall off my head. So when it got super brittle and super strandy, at that point I was like, yep, we're out. You know, I rubbed it in really, really quickly, and then I turned on the shower. Now, even while rinsing it out, my hair was still super brittle, and so then I raced to the apple cider vinegar. I sprayed that all over my hair and then rinsed that out as well. So that's how I coordinated all of this in the shower. Now, I'm sure you want reactions, so this is how I felt right after. Okay, y'all, so I just took a shower with baking soda as a shampoo and apple cider vinegar as a conditioner. And can we just talk about how weird that experience was? Like, the entire thing, it was so weird. My hair got really stringy when I put the baking soda on. It was actually kind of worrying, and so I put it on really quickly, and then I get a little bit of time and I washed it off, but it was like so stringy. And then I put the apple cider vinegar on, and all of a sudden my hair feels really oily. And now I'm sitting here with wet hair, and I'm really excited to see how this turns out, because that was just an extremely weird experience, like extremely weird, all from how it felt to me actually figuring out how to get that stuff on my hair. It was just weird. It was weird. We'll see how it looks. Okay, y'all, so I'm about to go to bed, but I thought I'd show you my hair. So that's what my hair is like. It's like a weird curl pattern, but I low-key feel like it's because I napped very lightly on my hair while it was wet, so I don't really know if it's because of the baking soda / apple cider vinegar, or if it's, you know, because of me just napping weirdly. But on the plus side, my hair feels really, really clean, which is a really nice feeling. So, you know, if that's all I get, that's all I get. I don't care. It just feels really good. So, yeah. Alright, so obviously you can tell that the process was not amazing and was not fun to do, but what really matters is if I would do this experiment again. Am I going to permanently be washing my hair with baking soda and apple cider vinegar? Well, here's my answer. So the short answer is no, at least not for now. After my hair dried, that's when the real pain started. My hair was an absolute mess. Like, it was this tangled mess that I didn't know where on earth my curls were. Like, it was just this one big glob of hair that I couldn't even rake my hands through. And as a side note, you should not be putting your hands in curly hair, but I couldn't even like put my hands at the top of my head because everything was just so stuck together, and it was just so brittle that I didn't even want, and so frictiony, like there was so much friction and everything was just really, really rough. It was not a good experience. Now 2, my curl pattern was an absolute mess. Something happened to my curls with baking soda and apple cider vinegar. It just, my hair did not like that combination. I'm not sure if it was the baking soda specifically. That's what I think it is, but the baking soda and apple cider vinegar combination just made my curl pattern go haywire, and just it was this weird glob, like I mentioned, and within that glob were some messed up curls. Now 3, the really weird thing was that the upper side of my hair was actually super clean, which was admittedly a nice feeling, but the underneath of my hair was actually still super oily, and it was like disgusting. Like, I really do not like that feeling, and it was just weird having half clean hair and half dirty hair, and it was just disgusting. And so, spoiler alert, I actually went back in and I tried washing my hair with African black soap in place of the baking soda, which is also alkaline, can also be used as a shampoo substitute, but it does lather, so it's easier to apply, and my hair didn't feel as brittle after. It was actually fine. I felt like I was rubbing in a shampoo in my hair, but I had the same effect to a lesser degree. I still had oily hair at the back, I still had that tangled hot mess, and a messed up curl pattern. So a basic shampoo, a DIY basic, so alkaline shampoo, no, that was not fun. Now, as for the apple cider vinegar, like I mentioned, I didn't notice any obvious benefits or disadvantages from the apple cider vinegar itself. And this is my intuition speaking. Do not, reference me on this, but I really feel like a lot of the problems that I faced was from the baking soda, because I seriously messed with the pH of my hair, and my hair did not like that. So I really do think the apple cider vinegar, benefits, disadvantages, didn't really notice anything, so I can't say a lot about that. Alright, so that's it. I tried washing my hair with baking soda and apple cider vinegar, and that's how it turned out. And no, I would not try that again. For now. You never know when Ruha is gonna get curious again. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna end this video and say, until next time.